lived with Billy Jack Haynes, who's now in prison, actually.
I was friends with Billy Jack Haynes to an extent right up until he got, sadly, those accusations against him, and it's not looking good right now. What was your experience like with him?
I got along with him really well. I traveled to all the towns with him. At that time, he wasn't drinking or doing drugs, and we rode together. He had a Corvette at that time, and, I can't talk, I have only good things to say about Billy Jack Haynes. He had a reputation for not being able to work with promoters, and I know that, he was difficult with a lot of people, but with me, he had always treated me well.
Did you ever witness his temper?
I did. There was a Russian, I don't even know what he actually went by, but he was a supposed Russision, and he was in the change room, and he was giving Billy Jack, a little bit of lip. Billy Jack put him in a front face lock and choked him out, and that's the last time I ever saw the guy. He was only there for one day, and he got choked out and gone.
Was there much interaction with Billy Jack and Chris Adams in those days?
You mean them together?
Yeah, because I think Billy ended up marrying Chris Adams' wife.
Oh, no, it was the other way around, I think, wasn't it?
Okay. The story Billy told me, which you might know better because he was a bit delusional, he said that Chris was, and I don't mean that in a negative way, like it's just a fact, but Chris was supposedly beating Jeannie and cheating on her, and she didn't want to go back to England. So her and Billy Jack made a deal that he would marry her so she wouldn't have to go back to England.
He didn't tell me that. I knew that they were involved, but he didn't tell me anything about that, and that was before I knew Chris Adams. I didn't know anything other than, he was wrestling in world class.